This is Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 49. Government in the Right Way. On the Strenuous Life Radio. Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, a place where leaderpreneurs, men and women, can learn the arts and philosophies of the strenuous life. Disclaimer. This is not a show that endorses any political party or political agenda unless prompted by something that involves a social moral issue. I keep my political ideology to myself. I tried having a news podcast, and because of the devil's virus, I got too angry. So I just continued it, and I'm just going to say this, okay? I'm going to give you a quote by Theodore Roosevelt, and we're going to talk about this. Behind an ostensible government, enthroned is an indivisible government with no allegiance and no responsibility toward the people. Folks, I think that we are pretty dang close to having the demarcation line on this one. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. Theodore Roosevelt was progressive, okay? But I don't think Theodore Roosevelt meant out-and-out socialism. He was a man I respected growing up. And to be honest with you, in some news outlets, in political agendas and documentaries, they put him in a bad light. Now, I'm not saying that Theodore Roosevelt was perfect, okay? He said some things maybe taken out of context. I don't know, but I think that our reactive culture is known to malign him. I don't think he condoned all the stuff that's been happening lately. So I'm going to sit down and just basically tell you how I feel about this, okay? Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm speaking my heart. I'm speaking my heart, and you know it. We have a problem in our government. I don't think that the press or government leaders can take a look at an ideology view objectively. It seems like over the past 30 years, politics has become increasingly reactive. I have an aide, and I remember when we first met, I told her my major was political science. She's like, oh, it sounds like toxic and dangerous. I said, don't assume that political science teaches you to reform a certain ideology. I said, when I went to school at Texas Tech, the rule is don't. You have a right to voice your own opinions, but don't use class as a soapbox. Politics and government is in that sense as a political science is meant to be looked at objectively. Okay? Now, granted, I don't support all-out godless socialism, and neither would Teddy Roosevelt. Okay? This is not a part of any series. It's just the bridge point between now and the beginning of the next series, which is going to be called Real Strenuous Life. You guys are going to be in for a treat this next series. I hope that you can find it in you to love it, to appreciate it. There are going to be some episodes. I think I'm going to put some live quotes on some real people to take up the bulk of the podcasting, so that it's not all up to me. There may be sometime in the near future an interview with Bishop Dave. And if an interview with Bishop Dave isn't possible, especially in matters of theology, quotes from Henry B. Eyring, the theologian, or a talk by him as well. So, but back to government. It's okay to have a personal ideology, but where it's not okay, plain truth here, is to get all reactive about it. Okay? Now, my original plan of this episode was for my alter ego, J.R. Hendrick, to come out. But no, I've restrained him. You just wait till the next episode. He's going to speak his mind then. He's going to speak his mind. I can't wait. It's going to be very interesting for you to see. The fact of the matter is, our government, our republic is in trouble. You know, I have to be honest with you. I'm getting out the Strenuous Life merit badge things. The whole lifestyle was designed by a man named Brett McKay. I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with him. I featured him in the last. Miniseries early on about the lost out of manliness, and who knows, I may feature him again at some point. One of the requirements of the Citizen Medicineship merit badge is to read Citizenship in a Republic by Theodore Roosevelt. So that's definitely one of the requirements I'm going to have. Another one is read a book that provides a comprehensive big picture view of your country's history. I'll have to find a way to do that. Shoot, that as many history textbooks as I've read. I will. Trust me, I will. In fact, I think it's low-hanging fruit. As much as I've read history and biographies, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. But you know, I'll be honest with you. I really think that our government as a nation, as a republic, is into too much trouble. Because honestly, I think that people are not taught what the Constitution, what the founders originally intended. In fact, I don't think hardly anybody reads the Constitution anymore. Shoot, it was kind of a requirement in some ways when I went to school. But not anymore, which I gotta be honest with you, is pretty dang, plain truth, sad. Okay? Hope that you've enjoyed listening to the Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe, become a part of the Strenuous Life radio community. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Think strong, live strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless.